Chapter 6 O little prince, bit by bit you came to understand the secrets of your sad little life. For a long time you have found your only entertainment in the quiet pleasure of looking at the sunset. I learned a new detail on the morning of the fourth day.
I am very fond of sunsets. Come, let us go look at the sunsets now.
But we must wait.
Wait? For what?
For the sunset, we must wait until it is time.
At first you seemed to be very much surprised, and then you laughed to yourself.
I'm always thinking that I'm at home.
Just so. Everybody knows that when it is noon in the United States, the sun is setting over France. If you could fly to France in 1 minute, you could go straight into the sunset right from noon. Unfortunately, France is too far away for that. But on your tiny planet, my little prince, all you need to do is move your chair a few steps. You can see the giant and the twilight falling whenever you like.
One day, I saw the sunset 44 times. You know, one loves the sunset when one is so sad.
Were you so sad? Then, tag on the day of the 44 sunsets.
But the little prince made no reply. Chapter 14 The fifth planet was very strange. It was the smallest of all. There was just enough room on it for a street lamp and a lamplighter. The little prince was not able to reach any explanation of the use of a street lamp and a lamplighter. Somewhere in the heavens, on a planet which had no people, and not one house, but he said to himself, nevertheless,
It may well be that this man is absurd, but he is not so absurd as the king, the statesman, the businessman, and the tipper. For at least his work has some meaning. When he lights his street lamp, it's just sad if he pours one more star to life or one flower. When he pulls out his lamp, he sends the flower or the star to sleep. That is a beautiful occupation, and since it's a beautiful, it's truly useful.
When he arrived on the planet, he respectfully saluted the lamplighter.
Good morning. Why have you just put out your lamp?
Those are the orders. Good morning.
What are the orders?
The orders are that I put out my lamp. Good evening.
But why have you just lighted again?
Those are the orders.
I don't understand.
There is nothing to understand. Orders are orders. Good morning.
And he put out his lamp. Then he mopped his forehead with a handkerchief decorated with red squares.
I follow a terrible profession. In the old days, it was reasonable. I put the lamp out in the morning, and in the evening, I light it again. I had the rest of the day for relaxation and the rest of the night for sleep.
And the orders have been changed in that time?
The orders have not been changed. That is the tragedy. From year to year, the planet has turned more rapidly, and the orders have not been changed.
Then what?
Then the planet now makes a complete turn every minute, and I no longer have a single second for repose. Once every minute, I have to light my lamp and put it out.
That's it very funny. A day lasts only 1 minute. Here where you live.
It's not funny at all. Why we have been talking together? A month has gone by.
A month?
Yes, a month. 30 minutes, 30 days. Good evening.
And he lighted his lamp again. As the little prince watched him, he felt that he loved this lamplighter, who was so faithful to his orders. He remembered the sunset which he himself had gone to see in the other days, merely by pulling up his chair, and he wanted to help his friend.
You know, I can tell you a way you can rest whenever you want to.
I always want to rest.
For is it possible for a man to be faithful and lazy at the same time? The little prince went on with his explanation.
Your planet is so small that 3 stars will take you all the way around it. To be always in the sunshine, you need only walk along rather slowly. When you want to rest, you will walk and the day will last as long as you like.
That doesn't do me much good. The one thing I love in life is to sleep.
Then you are unlucky.
I am unlucky. Good morning.
And he put out his lamp.
That man.
Said the little prince himself as he continued further on his journey.
That man would be scorned by all the authors, by the king, by the conceited man, by the tipper, by the businessman. Nevertheless, he is the only one of them all who does not seem to me ridiculous. Perhaps that is because he is thinking of something else besides himself.
He breathed a sigh of regrets and said to himself again,
That man is the only one of them all whom I could have made my friend, but his planet is indeed too small. There's no room on it for 2 people.
What a little prince did not die convinced was that he was sorry most of all to leave this planet, because he was blessed every day with 40 sunsets.
Chapter 20. But it happened that after walking for a long time through sand and rocks and snow, the little prince at last came upon a road, and all roads lead to the abodes of men.
Good morning.
He was standing before a garden, all blooms with roses.
Good morning!
The little prince gazed at them. They all looked like his flower.
Who are you?
He demanded, thunderstruck.
We are roses.
And he was overcome with sadness. His flower had told him that she was the only one of her kind in all the universe, and here were 5,000 of them, all like in one single garden.
She would be very much annoyed if she should see that. She would cough most deeply, and she would pretend that she was dying to avoid being laughed at, and I should be obliged to pretend that I was nursing her back to life, for if I did not do that to humble myself also, she would slowly allow herself to die.
Then he went on with his reflections.
I thought that I was rich, with the flower that was unique in all the world, and all I had was a common rose and 3 volcanoes that come up to my knees, and one of them perhaps extinct forever. That makes me a very great prince.
And he lay down in the grass and cried. Chapter 21. It was then that the fox appeared.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The little prince responded politely, although when he turned around he saw nothing.
I am like him, under the apple tree.
Who are you? You are very pretty to look at.
I am a fox.
Come and play with me. I am so unhappy.
I cannot play with you. I'm not tame.
Please, excuse me. What does it mean, tame?
You do not live here. What is it that you are looking for?
I am looking for men. What does it mean, tame?
Men, they have guns and they hunt. It is very disturbing. They also lay chickens. These are their only interest. Are you looking for chickens?
No, I am looking for friends. What does it mean, tame?
It is an act to obtain related. It means to establish ties.
To establish ties?
Just that. To me, you are still nothing more than a little boy. Who is just like 100,000 other little boys. And I have no need of you. And you, on your part, have no need of me. To you, I am nothing more than a fox, like 100,000 other foxes. But if you tame me, then we shall need each other. To me, you will be unique in all the world. To you, I shall be unique in all the world too.
I am beginning to understand. There is a flower. I think that she had tamed me.
It is possible. On the earth, one seen all sort of things.
Oh, but this is not on the earth.
The fox seemed perplexed and very curious.
On another planet,
Yes,
are there hunters on this planet?
no,
Ah, that is interesting. Are there chickens?
no.
Ah, nothing is perfect.
Sighed the fox, but he came back to his idea.
My life is very monotonous. I hunt chickens. Men hunt me. All the chickens are just alike. And all the men are just alike. And in consequence, I am a little boy. But if you tell me, it will be as if you came to shout on my life. I shall know the sound of a step. That will be different from all the others. Other steps to me hung in that underneath the ground. You will come me like music out of my room. And then look, you see the green field down yonder. I do not eat bread, which is of no use to me. The wheat fields have nothing to say to me, and that is sad. But you have hair that is the color of gold. Think how wonderful that will be when you have to me. The green wheat is also golden, will bring me back the thought of you, and I shall love to listen to the wind in the wheat.
The fox gazed at the little prince for a long time.
Please, tell me.
I want to very much, but I have not much time. I have friends to discover, and a great many things to understand.
One only understands the things that one thinks. Men have no more time to understand anything. They buy things already made at their shops. But there is no shop anywhere where one can buy friendship. And so, men have no friends anymore. If you want a friend, to me,
What must I do to tame you?
you must be very patient. First, you will sit down at a written distance from me. Like that, in the grass, I shall look at you out of the corner of my eye, and you will say nothing. Words are the source of misunderstandings, but you will sit a little closer to me, every day.
The next day the little prince came back.
It would have been better to come back at the same hour. If, for example, you come at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, then at 3 o'clock, I shall begin to be happy. I shall feel happier and happier as the hour advances. At 4 o'clock, I shall already be worrying and jumping about. I shall show you how happy I am. But if you come at just any time, I shall never know at what hour my heart is to be ready to greet you. One must observe the proper rites.
Was it alright?
Those also are action too often related. There are what make one day different from other days, 1 hour from other hours. There is a light, for example, among my hunters. Every Thursday, they dance with the village girls. So, Thursday is a wonderful day for me. I can take a walk as far as the vineyards, but if the hunters danced at just any time, every day would be like every other day, and I should never have any vacation at all.
So the little prince tamed the fox, and when the hour of his departure drew near,
I shall cry.
Is it your own fault? I never wished you any sort of harm, but you wanted me to tame you.
Yes, that is so.
But now you are going to cry.
Yes, that is so.
Then it has done you no good at all.
It has done me good because of the color of the wheat fields. Go and look again at roses. You will understand now that you are sis unique in all the world. Then come back to say goodbye to me, and I will make you a present of the secret.
the little prince went away to look again at the roses.
You are not at all like my rose. As yet you are nothing. No one has tamed you, and you have tamed no one. You are like my fox. When I first knew him, he was only a fox like 100,000 other foxes. But I have made him my friend, and now he is unique in all the world.
And the roses were very much embarrassed.
You are beautiful, but you are empty. One could not die for you. To be sure, an ordinary passerby would think that my rose looked just like you, the rose that belongs to me. But in herself alone, he is more important than all the hundreds of you other roses, because is she that I have watered, because is she that I have put under the grass grove, because is she that I have sheltered behind the skin, because is for her that I have killed the caterpillars, because is it she that I have listened to when she grumbled or boasted, or ever sometimes when she said nothing, because she is my rose. Goodbye.
Goodbye. And now here is my secret, a very simple secret. It is only with your heart that one can see clearly. What is essential is invisible to the eye.
What is essential is invisible to the eye.
The little prince repeated so that he would be sure to remember.
This is the time you have waited for your loss that makes your rose so important.
It's the time I have waited for my rose.
said the little prince, so that he would be sure to remember.
Men have forgotten this too, but you must not forget it. You become reproachable for evil, for what you have tamed. You are reproachable for your wrath.
I am responsible for my rose.